Welcome to our channel. Today, we have the following news. Liu Yuning's 6-word response to relationship rumors. Liu Yuning's 6-word response to relationship rumors, sharp, restrained, yet emotionally charged, felt less like a clarification and more like the closing line of a long-running drama. It's not over yet. Don't make things up. With just a few words and 2 punctuation marks, he seemed to signal the end of what many jokingly called the second season of a celebrity romance saga. From April 13th, when the topic first surged across social media, to April 23rd, when he finally spoke out, 10 full days had passed. 10 days is more than enough time for the entertainment industry's rumor machine to spin an entire narrative out of almost nothing, and that is precisely what happened. Yet, instead of debating whether there was any truth to the alleged relationship between Liu Yuning and Song Zhuo, it is perhaps more meaningful to examine the mechanics behind the phenomenon itself. What we are witnessing is not just gossip, but a well-rehearsed cycle, what could be called the economics of debunking. In today's attention-driven entertainment ecosystem, a successful rumor denial can generate more visibility and engagement than a confirmed relationship ever could. Looking back at April 13th, the origin of the controversy was almost absurdly thin. There were no candid paparazzi photos, no hotel sightings, no insider leaks. Instead, the entire storm was built on a few blurry images, old stills from the already concluded drama The Prisoner of Beauty, combined with fan speculation about their on-screen chemistry. From this fragile foundation, the hashtag exploded, rapidly climbing to the top of trending charts. This was not an organic scandal, it was a textbook example of how easily topics can be manufactured and amplified. The responses that followed were equally predictable, yet revealing. Song Zhuo's studio issued a standard, carefully worded statement, polite, professional, and firm in denying any romantic involvement. Phrases like friends and partners and please do not overinterpret have become industry cliches, defensive shields designed to contain speculation without escalating it. This cold response strategy is safe, but it rarely captures public imagination. Liu Yuning, however, chose a different approach. His delayed but emotionally tinged reply, "It's not over yet," did not simply shut down the rumor, it reignited discussion. Unlike a corporate statement, his words carried a sense of personal frustration, even impatience. It was not the confusion of someone encountering a new rumor, but the fatigue of someone who has seen the same script play out countless times. Ironically, by rejecting the narrative so bluntly, he gave it new life. This contrast highlights a shift in how rumor management operates. In earlier years, celebrities relied on lengthy statements, official seals, and even legal warnings to assert innocence. Later, the trend shifted toward minimalism, a simple fake or not true, but in today's environment, the most effective strategy may be something else entirely, authenticity, or at least the appearance of it. Liu Yuning's response worked because it felt unscripted, imperfect, and real. In an industry where personas are meticulously curated, even a hint of genuine emotion becomes a powerful differentiator. The results speak for themselves. Following his post, discussions surged once again. Short video parodies, analysis threads, and live-stream clips flooded platforms, extending the life cycle of the topic. At this point, whether the relationship was real or not became secondary. The audience shifted focus, dissecting his tone, his wording, and even his emotional state. The main storyline faded, replaced by side narratives about personality, authenticity, and celebrity behavior. Meanwhile, Song Zhuo remained largely silent after her studio's statement. This, too, reflects a common dynamic. In many such controversies, the quieter party, often the woman, becomes a passive participant in a game she cannot fully control. Her restraint may be strategic, but it also means relinquishing the power to shape the narrative. In the high-stakes economy of public attention, silence can be both protection and sacrifice. From a purely commercial perspective, the entire episode can be seen as a low-cost, high-return operation. Old material was repurposed, fan enthusiasm was reactivated, and both names remained in circulation for over a week. The drama itself benefited from renewed interest, while Liu Yuning gained a moment that reinforced his image as candid and emotionally transparent. Even the ambiguous ending, his slightly heated response, left room for future speculation, ensuring that the story could be revisited again. And that is precisely the point. The cycle never truly ends. Rumor leads to discussion leads to denial sparks reinterpretation, and the loop continues. Liu Yuning's words, "It's not over yet, we're not just about the specific incident." They inadvertently described the entire system. As long as attention remains a commodity, as long as audiences continue to click, comment, and share, the machinery will keep running. Today it is Liu Yuning and Song Zhuer. Tomorrow it will be someone else. We watch, we speculate, we analyze, and eventually, we move on, until the next notification appears, pushing another familiar name back into the spotlight. At that moment, one might laugh and say, "Here we go again," or perhaps, like Liu Yuning, feel a quiet sense of exhaustion and think, it really is not over yet.